She is Dr. Pratima Goyal, the head of the department.
Hello, ma'am. How are you?
Very fine. Thank you so much for accepting our invitation. We are very happy that you're interacting with the young minds. I'm sure there will be a lot that they will take back home with them. So thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for giving us this opportunity to speak about your entire journey.
Lovely. We are just waiting to hear from you. I'm sure it's going to be amazing.
Sure.
Yeah. Nanda ma'am, thank you so much for motivating Aditi into it.
Mama, mute. Unmute.
Unmute करा. Still, yes. थँक यू मोटिवेटिंग आदितीला खूप मोटिवेट केलंय तुम्ही. खूप खूप धन्यवाद. आणि असंच चालू द्या. म्हणजे पुढे माझी मराठी खूप छान नाही, पण जेवढी आहे मनापासून मी सांगते. आभार मानते की थँक यू सो मच फॉर instilling those values into Aditi. Thank you so much. Yeah. I am sure Dr. Bakshi has joined. Vibhuti ma'am,
Ma'am, I'll just check. No, not yet.
I think there's some connectivity issue. Shall we begin?
Can we? Because you want.
Let's roll the ball.
Ma'am, then Anu ma'am.
Whenever she joins, she can welcome.
Sure.
There she is. She is there.
Hello.
So
Good evening, ma'am. Yes.
Thank you so much.
So can I begin now?
Yes. Sorry for the delay.
Okay. So good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Entrepreneurship Incubation Cell and the Institution's Innovation Council of College of Home Science, Nirmala Niketan. The EIC is Department of Textile and Fashion Technology and IIC is College of Home Science, Nirmala Niketan. I am Mrs. Vibhuti Khedekar. On behalf of the entire department, I'm welcoming our speakers today, Aditi and Nanda, जिनके बारे में हम थोड़ा सा बाद में जानेंगे. Okay, so I welcome you all and especially a warm welcome to Dr. Anuradha Bakshi ma'am, our principal in charge, and Dr. Pratima Goyal, the head of the Department of Textile and Fashion Technology, our President of IIC, Dr. Anjali Srivastav. I welcome you all for this particular wonderful evening where it's going to be a power-packed evening, and we are going to have both these beautiful looking women, okay, speakers, who are going to share their beautiful journey of entrepreneurship. And let me tell you that Nanda is a very, very dear friend of mine, and she's looking very young. Don't worry, Nanda is Aditi's mother and not sister. Okay, so Nanda is a Santur mummy. She is very beautiful, she is very industrious, and she is full of life, and so is her daughter Aditi. So I had to call them and we wanted to hear from both of them because they have this amazing motivational story of their particular brand, and we always EIC and IIC always call speakers or entrepreneurs who have achieved something in life through a lot of hardships. So, Nanda and Aditi, let me tell you, all the students who are listening to this particular talk, we always crib in life that, ma'am, what to do, kya kare, kaise kare. But this mother-daughter duo has grabbed opportunity, especially during the pandemic, I would say, and their business has kick-started like anything, and they are just doing wonderful job. So we are going to hear from them. So let's I don't want to take up a lot of time. So I request Dr. Anuradha Bakshi ma'am to say a few words on this particular day.
Thank you so much, Ms. Vibhuti. Your enthusiasm is very infectious. Um, Warmest welcome from the College of Home Science, Nirmala Niketan, to our very esteemed resource persons, the mother-daughter duo, Mrs. Nanda Magdam and Miss Aditi Magdam. And definitely, I agree, they do look like sisters, but last time I told a mother-daughter pair, the daughter was very offended. So no, I hope, Aditi, you're not offended, but you look very young, so it's not to do with you, but definitely, Mrs. Nanda, you are, I think the enthusiasm with which you are living your life, including your work life, is showing on you. Uh, our dynamic IQAC coordinator and textile and fashion technology head, my colleague, Dr. Pratima Goyal, all my other colleagues, students, and all participants. For the benefit of the resource persons here, College of Home Science Nirmala Niketan is affiliated to the University of Mumbai and has recently been reaccredited with an A+ NAC grade. We are proud to be a premier educational institution that is especially focused on women's empowerment through an education that strengthens life skills and career skills. Our college history dates back to 1955 when we started with a certificate course, 1969 when we started with the degree program affiliated to the University of Mumbai. And through the management, the Daughters of the Heart of Mary, our college and its foundational values go back to 1791. I congratulate my colleagues, HOD Dr. Pratima Goyal, President of IIC Dr. Anjali Srivastav, Dr. Ritu Madan, the Startup Activity Coordinator, Ms. Vibhuti Kerekar, enthusiastic EIC coordinator, all TFT staff and students for this excellent webinar today, Journey Towards Successful Entrepreneurship. I'd like to leave you all. It so happened that the quotes, inspirational quotes that I had thought of to use today happen to match what Ms. Vibhuti has already shared. So Naval Ravikant, who is an Indian origin entrepreneur, very successful, he has said, learn to sell, learn to build. If you can do both, you will be unstoppable. I would also like to share another entrepreneur's quote. You have to see failure as the beginning and the middle, but never entertain it as the end. So with this, I wish everyone a very successful learning experience in this webinar, and I know that the mother-daughter pair are going to dazzle the participants and inspire them in deep ways. Thank you so much, and so glad to be part of this beautiful webinar today.
Thank you so much, Dr. Bakshi, for your constant support and your motivation. Always, I think you have supported the EIC, IIC so much that we are very, very thankful to you. Yes, but before we go, we want the ritual to happen first. That is a picture. So I request Dr. Pratima Goyal to switch on her camera, and students, please, staff and students, if you can switch on your camera. We will quickly click a picture and then continue with the program. Yes, quickly students, we know that you are where you are, we know. So please switch on your cameras. Yes, please switch on your cameras. I'm still not getting this large gallery view. So I want more cameras to be on. It's okay if you all are in group also, no problem. Yes. Very good. Even if you all are in groups, that's fine. Two people can come in one camera. That's okay. Yes, now I can see large gallery.
Start.
I can't see the gallery now. Yes, yes. Just a minute. Yes. Are we ready? Can I click a picture?
Yes, Miss Vibhuti.
Anjali ma'am, you also click. You are visible. Where is your camera?
What
Okay.
about Mrs. Nanda?
Yeah, she's there. I can see her.
All right, great.
Yes. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1
Yay.
second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. We need more pictures. Okay. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Yes.
Thank
Done.
you.
Thank you so
Thank you so
much.
much.
Moving on with
Thank
the next part of the program, I request Dr. Pratima Goyal to express her views on today's talk and also introduce our speakers for the day. Dr. Goyal?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you
Yes.
so much, Vibhuti. Thank you, Dr. Bakshi, for such inspirational words. And at the onset, I would like to congratulate the Institution's Innovation Council and the Entrepreneurship Incubation Cell for having organized such a wonderful talk and such a motivational talk that is a journey towards successful entrepreneurship by none other than Miss Nanda Mugdam and Miss Aditi Mugdam. I will call both of you Miss because you all can always go in for the competition and the tiara will be on both your the crown will be there with you all. We are very very confident. It is not only the Santur mummy but also the thought of establishing an empire for yourself and passing it on to your daughter is something which is of great pride and we are very, very happy to have you with us today. And yes, the brainchild of my team, that is Dr. Anjali Srivastava, who is the president of IIC, Dr. Ritu Madan, who is the coordinator for the startup activities of IIC, and Ms. Vibhuti Khedekar, who is the coordinator of EIC as well as a social media coordinator for IIC. I would like to congratulate them for having thought of such a brilliant set of experts who are going to address today to our students. Let me before I introduce you, I would like to bring home uh, to both Miss Nanda as well as to Miss Aditi that today our students all geared up to set their market, what we call as a Zambori Heart for tomorrow and day after, where they are, this has small baby steps which we help them to develop to be an entrepreneur for tomorrow. Yes, one is helping them learn to source material from different places and it will be a learning session for them too where they'll realize what the population wants, what do people most desire, what should be the pricing, what should be the costing, what is the choice of the population. So all that is going to uh, play an important role for our students. So that is about the. I mean, I would like to inform you all that we are having this Zambori Heart, which is organized for them. And just today, when you will talk to them, I'm very confident they are going to go home with lots of tips, which will help them grow and do good sales for sure. We are very very confident about that part that our students are going to do a wonderful job. Now, let me introduce the uh, loving friends who are there with us. We have Kalaa by Nanda, which is founded by Nanda Magdam and who is based in Mumbai. And the beauty of this particular entrepreneurship that has happened is tailoring. It is blend with daily wear as well as for festive wear. So that is the beauty of it. It is just not daily wear garments, but also festive fits which they cater to, and they are all handmade pieces which has a lot of traditional aesthetics as well as vibrant colors and prints that they incorporate into the garments. Uh, both of them, that is the mom and the daughter, the lovely mom and the lovely daughter, they together manage the entire workflow of business And again, in today's time, for mom and daughter to work together is something which is very, very nice. So yes, again, this is something because the younger generation always says there's a generation gap, but y'all have bridged that gap so beautifully, and y'all are doing beautifully well in business. So very happy for y'all. And let me tell our learned audience that Mrs. Nanda Magdum, she is the creator and um, the ideation of the designs is what comes from her. She also looks into curation as well as marketing of these beautiful garments. And Aditi, that is, we see the tradition is blended with technology with the help of Aditi, who is also a photographer, a graphic designer, an art director, a social media manager, which is required for any business today. And Aditi is playing that role so beautifully. At the same time, when you require models, I mean, they have to have good skin, they got to have good hair, they have to have excellent makeup. And that is what our dear Nanda ma'am is also doing. She owns a salon, a beauty salon. And Aditi, let me tell you, students, that she is currently pursuing her studies as a in the field of product design from Symbiosis Pune. So it is working is not difficult at all. Let me tell you, while you study, you can also work, and that is what our dear Aditi is doing. So million congratulations to you, Aditi, for taking the baton ahead, and yes, to the lovely mom, Nandaji, for helping Aditi grow by leaps and bounds. So that's little that I could speak about Nandaji as well as Aditi, and more we will listen from you all. Thank you so much. Over to you.
Yes, yes.
Vibhuti.
Thank you so much, Dr. Goyal, for your kind words and the lovely introduction of Nanda and Aditi. So now, before not wasting time, I think Aditi and Nanda, the floor is all yours. Okay, so students, where are you all? We can't see everyone. Make sure y'all are there in the meeting. All of y'all. Yes, Aditi and Nanda, over to you.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am, and all the faculties. It's very kind of you to appreciate us so much and give us this opportunity to present our brand. And good evening, everyone. So I'll be having a small presentation describing our entire journey all throughout when we started the brand story and the product development. And I would like to keep this session as interactive as possible. It shouldn't be just me giving the presentation and you listening to it. So you contributing will mean a lot to me, and it will help me also to present the PPT more further and guide you guys more. So I'll present now. And if there's some disturbance on my side, I'm really sorry. Just let me know. This construction work going on in the hostel right now. Okay, can you see the screen?
Yes, yes, we can.
Is this tab coming in between? The lower tab?
We can see it.
Okay, fine, fine.
You want to go to the next slide and check?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's happening. Yes.
Okay. So today's PPT, as we all know, why are we here for? The journey towards successful entrepreneurship and talking about our brand Kalaa by Nanda. So starting with the generic explanation of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is the act of creating a business or businesses while building and scaling it to generate a profit. This is a very basic Google definition, which we all know. And an entrepreneur is someone who starts a side hustle that can eventually create a full-time or a sustainable business with employees. So here, me and my mom also started Kalaa by Nanda as a side hustle initially. And as we got to know that my mom is a professional hair and makeup.
Okay. I think Aditi, we have lost the connection. I'll try and get in touch with her. 2 minutes, huh? झालं. Now
Hello.
where is Nanda? One second. Let me. Yes. Done.
Yeah. So as we were saying, we started as a side hustle. Kalaba and Nanda started as a side hustle since my mom had a salon of her own. So Kalaba and Nanda initially started in 2021, where it started in the lockdown itself, where the salon industry was facing a lot of financial and moral crisis. And so that's when my mother had this passion of fashion designing and tailoring in her late teens, which was continued in 2021 through Kalaba Nanda. And me being a design student, I had a sense of aesthetics, photography, and brand making and user researching. So I helped in contributing to build this brand. So this was founded by Nanda Magdum in Mumbai, and the brand is made for its users, tailored to blend with their daily wears and festive fits, as Vibhuti ma'am told us. And our handmade pieces are rooted in traditional aesthetics with vibrant colors and prints. And what we do is basically clothing and home decor. So these are the founders, Nanda Magdum. She's the design head. She does the entire brand design ideation and curation and also handles the marketing. And me, myself, I handle the product photography, art direction, social media managing, and the graphic design of the entire brand. So this is our main man. Meet him, Samuel Master. This is the man who makes it all happen and brings our designs to life. He's the main cutting master and the head tailor of our entire firm. So coming to the main technical part of it, how to start a brand. So making a brand is a very, I was very new to it. I'm being a student, I had to research a lot. I had courses in my college related to it, and my mom being a business owner herself, her insights and my the modern traditional businesses of digital marketing, etc., contributed in helping us grow the brand in general. So how to start when there's already so much in the market? The question is, why would your users prefer you over the other brands? What quality products would you present to them, and why would they choose you instead of them? So you need to build a brand to make them notice you and be consistent enough to build a trust in yourself so that they come back again and buy your products. So because the brand is the image of a product or service that conveys the customer that when they purchase the particular brand, they will receive some value and a quality from you. And you need to build a emotional connect with your users so that when they come again, they remember that they remember the entire experience of buying the product and how it was, and that's why they'll come back. So to create a brand's profile, you need to do your branding very customer focused, and trust in the brand can save the consumers time and may create an emotional connection to the company. And present your product or service in a very presentable and a visually appealing way. Create logos and promotional materials and develop social media presence to make your brand noticeable everywhere. Seek your target audience. Why are you making this brand for? Whom are you making this brand for? Know the target market and whom are you making your products for, their needs and the existing competitors in the market itself, so that you are not ignored in the current market by introducing the same products as the competitors are introducing. So good design matters a lot. Your audience is stunned by visuals. So you have the audience and the users have a very short concentration time span, and that's the only time span you have to entertain your audience and display your product. So in that time span, how can you display your product and make it look appealing so that the user goes and clicks on your website or clicks on your profile and catalog and researches about your brand more? And why would the user be more interested in it? And you need to create that visual flow and hierarchy so that he stays on the website for more and more time. So starting the brand, this was the concept board when we started the brand. So this brand was inspired by nostalgia. So my mother, the founder, spoke about a story she grew up hearing, and her mother, who inspired to take up stitching as a hobby in her late teens, and eventually which was pursued as a passion last year. So this was the entire concept board. This is the color palette of our entire brand, and this is the stitching where it all started from. And this is a dress stitched by my mother by herself, and this is my mother in her late teens. And this was a letter written by my nanny to my mother, and the entire typo of the brand, the logo of the brand was taken inspiration from the letters my nanny had written to my mother. So this is how the brand name came up. The brand name is inspired by the founder's mother's name, which gives the personalized essence to the brand. Kalaa is derived from Kalavati, which is also a word from the Indian tradition, and which is often used as a parallel or as a translation of a word art, and as the brand reflects their passion through their business, our business. So this was the logo we came up with. And while launching the entire brand, we needed to make ourselves noticeable. So learn what people are interested in the social media, Instagram, Facebook. Now we all have an account on Instagram and Facebook. Now we all scroll through it daily and our activities, and we look for creators, digital creators, influencers who wear certain clothes, and we go on their links and what are they wearing. We are very intrigued on what are they wearing. So you need to see how to market your product accordingly. So while launching also, you need to make that presence online so noticeable that your user knows what to expect from your brand next. So this is how we had launched our brand in July 2021 on Instagram and Facebook both. So creating a bigger online presence, launch the brand on social media pages like Instagram, Facebook, etc. And send it to everyone possible, your friends, family. Starting may it will be difficult. Starting may send it to your all friends. Tell them to follow your pages, because as this is all the social media is entire number game, and creating a brand right now digitally is more profitable than creating a brand traditionally, because right now the way digital marketing and influencer marketing is boosting and growing is immense. So this is our Instagram and Facebook page, Kalaa by Nanda. If you guys have any questions, you can ask me in between.
No, Aditi, you continue because this is very, very inspiring and motivating.
Okay,
You
okay,
have
sure.
made such beautiful presentation.
Yeah, thank you so much. If there's any questions by the students also, I would like to answer it. I would love to answer it. Ask me.
Yes, yes. We'll take
You
up
can
the
ask me.
question answer sessions at the end.
Yeah, in
You
last.
can
Yeah,
finish
sure,
with
sure.
your part of PPT and display.
Sure, sure. So while building the brand, so when the user is visiting your page, he needs to know what is the brand about. So Kalaa by Nanda, the brand should be there without any legibility issues, and the user should know what is a brand about. So our brand is a clothing brand. So in the business section, you tag your entire brand tag. Is it clothing? Is it home decor? Is it furnishing, etc.? So then next comes how and what, who is the brand, who is the founder. So it's built by a mother-daughter duo. So you mentioned there. So there is also a personalized essence. So they are interested in it more, and it's handmade and made to measure. So you give each and every detail in the bio, however it's possible to you, but do not congest it, do not make it very chaotic, just make it very minimal. And where is your brand based in, how can you do the shipping, etc., and how do the users reach to you by DMs or by contacting you through WhatsApp, etc. And this is the highlight section where the user so this is the place where the user's eye goes first. So this is what we serve, like satin, ajrak, khan, etc. These are the fabrics which we buy our products from. These are the client IDs. So the user knows what to tap on for what content they should need. We also make custom orders. So there's an entire section for custom orders here. And it's not just limited to our capsule collection. You just don't have to buy from the products we make. We can also customize an attire for you. So that's how interactive your page or your website should be. And before starting any brand, competitor research is must. Identify your main competitors, and the competitors should be relevant to what your brand is going to do further. If you are keen on doing only clothing, search on all the competitors available in the market or are doing clothing already, and not all clothing. So we are very indie prints and fabrics associated. So these are the brands who make indie prints and fabric already in the market, and they are very well established right now. So my main target was analyzing them, analyzing their online presence, and identifying areas of improvement, what they are doing already, their marketing strategies, and how to discover new audience and how to reach to new people, because their target audience and your target audience, my target audience, is going to be the same. So how to intrigue the same target audience with different products and not to make it very repetitive while presenting your product. So discover how the competitors generate traffic by advertisement, by influencer marketing, etc. And reveal the competitors' top products and offers. But make sure you don't copy them, because as soon as that happens, your brand value degrades a lot. You can take inspiration, from anywhere, Pinterest, Behance, etc. But do not copy anything from anywhere. And access your competitors' organic strategies. How organically you're growing your followers, you're growing your user interaction. That's the only way to reach and grow your entire brand, because you cannot pay anyone to get followers or get more orders. So this was the entire journey, the brand timeline. We started with customized clothing in the initial stages, and then we made products according to the culture and the market demand. So we made products according to the festivals which were going on. So we had initially started in July. So after July, there was August, September, where the festival seasons were starting. So there was Ganpati, there was Raksha Bandhan, there was Diwali, and the festivals were coming एकदम chronological order में एक साथ. So the products were reflecting all the culture and the market which we had targeted already. Then we experimented with home decor. During Ganpati and Raksha Bandhan, we also experimented with home decor and widened the product range. We were like, let's not limit ourselves to clothing only. Let's experiment with home decor, and what can we do with one fabric in many ways. So we had started with only Khan before. So Khan mein we had made blouses, kurtas, anarkalis, etc. But then what else can we do with Khan? So we had made, I'll show you the entire product range in my further PPT. But that's how we entered the home decor market also. And then we introduced fabrics and prints originated and made in India specifically. And now in the stage, we are planning and researching for future opportunities and new product development. So this is the entire product range. This is some of it. I couldn't include the entire thing. So this is how we target the clothing and home decor market. So for the clothing thing, we have introduced Khurn, Kalamkari, Ajrak, Ikkat, and Brocade fabric section. These are some of the clothing and photos, product photos. This is the home decor thing. This is the wall hanging, sofa runner, table covers, torans, etc. Things which have a traditional aesthetic to it, but not the normal neutral shades which we can buy in home or anything. They have a very neutralized shades in it, but people also need target market was targeted mostly in Maharashtra. So Khan was very famous in Maharashtra back then. Abhi also. So we made pillow covers, we made purses, we made multi-purpose diya bases, we made Devi Vastra. So whatever the localites like, whatever the market is buying, you make more of it. So and you advertise it in a way where they find it very visually appealing. So product photography here plays a very important role. Photography, this is something which you cannot compromise at all, because the 2 seconds the users have is going to go in looking at the photo and appreciating it. At least the appreciation also will give you satisfaction if they don't buy the product, but they'll remember you by the photo that, oh, I like this product, so I'll buy it. Sometime they need it, but they won't buy it right now. So the photo is very impactful. The photography is very impactful in the entire brand management and entrepreneurship journey. So this was the festive collection which we had introduced first. We'll go to the products which we have introduced now. So this was the Raksha Bandhan collection. We made Khan Rakhis, Khan Anarkalis, and Khan men's Khan Kurta. This was our collection back in Raksha Bandhan 2021. This is our Ganesh Chaturthi collection. We made Ganpati backdrops and Ganpati Shela and Kanthi and all the decor items which are very Ganesh Chaturthi related, so that the product sells also quickly. I mean, the market is there is demand, so you make products which are there in demand, so the profit also generates quickly. And this is my Instagram page itself. This is our social media, where you create boundaries of what product category you're introducing. Here you can see this was the Vinayak collection for Ganpati. So the entire grid is separating from the Raksha Bandhan collection. And this was for Diwali. We made lanterns out of Khan fabric again. And make sure you don't lose the essence of the entire brand. You don't have to deviate from what you have already told your customers, that we are going to stick to traditional aesthetics. So you're sticking to traditional aesthetics everywhere. This was the Diwali combo we had introduced in during Diwali with anarkali and sherwanis and jackets, etc. After the Diwali period, so there were many challenges also we faced in between. So after the entire festival season, we had a very long creative block because we were out of festival collections. So what next? So then we researched about daily wear more because we were focusing about festive fits more and more. There was no market anymore after Diwali for festive fits. So we experimented with fabrics and prints of India, which the normal people wear in daily wear, like office goers, corporate people, businessmen, etc. So so we introduced Ajrak first. It's main material is cotton, but the print is Ajrak. And here you can see the division. Here is the introduction of the fabric, and here's some details about the fabric we are going to sell. You as a customer are going to wear. So you need to know about what you're wearing. And because it's originated from India, we are very proudly using the prints of India itself. So promoting that also in your brand. So both men's and women collection, Ajrak. And then there's satin. We introduced this during Valentine's. So how to be relevant according to the months also, according to whatever events or festivals are coming. So Valentine's and satin was something which we found relatable. So this was the February collection in satin which was introduced. And then we had introduced Ikat. It was the starting of the fabric and the details of the fabric. And then there's Kalamkari. So yeah, that was all about the product collection we had, and then moving on to the exhibitions we held. So all of this was happening online all this while in these 3-4 months. But after that, we got opportunities to conduct exhibitions and display our product offline, and get the customers could actually experience our product in and see and feel it. And seeing and feeling a product in person and looking at the photos is a very different experience. So here I got to know personally as a student more about sales and marketing, how to interact with people, how to convince them, and what people need and what actually the market needs, and what will they reject and what will they buy more. So this was the exhibition we held, and the response we received here was very overwhelming. And this was the first time this had happened. This was before Diwali, and we had lanterns there and Devi Vastra for Navratri, etc. And these were our clients and the photographs. etc. These are our offline clients and this are online clients. So there's a section for client diaries in our entire page where you can see we urge them to send whatever products we are delivering to them. We really urge them to send the photos so that we have a catalog of catalog and also a document of whatever we have made throughout, and they really do enjoy it and they themselves do photo shoots etc and send us, and that's the most satisfactory thing we can ever. This literally makes our day when the client sends their reviews and their photos to us. So this is a screenshot from my page itself, and these are our clients. So packaging and client experience, how you can make your entire purchase, your sales, and entire experience for the customer. So it starts from when the client is placing the order and ends when it receives your packaging and product. So when the client is ordering your product, how you address the client, how you are interacting with them, use formal language, don't use informal language at all, and do not be rude with them. If you don't have a product in stock, you don't use you will say, you'll deliver them that this product is out of stock or it will be restocked. Use formal language as much as possible. And after ordering, you give them a time frame, how much time you will take, how much time the tailoring is going to take, how much time the design ideation process is going to take, and give them a time slot, whatever, so that they have an idea about when to expect their product. And finally, when they receive their product in hand, the look and the feel of the entire product, and how the entire experience of opening it. So we attach a small note with a thank you note, and to thank the customer for ordering, because we started as a small business, so each and every client is very precious to us. So also making them special is our responsibility, and making them special through packaging is the only way we can do, because we have a very big online presence. We cannot interact with them so much, so whatever interaction is there is through the packaging and client experience. So there's a thank you note, and there's this brand card and a brand tag which you can include in your packaging, and be as sustainable as possible. Do not use plastic packaging. Do not waste product. Do not waste even the textile waste. The chindis you have, you can make immense products and home decor stuff as much as possible. You can be as creative as possible. Being a design student myself, I know how to use waste material and how to make research about what the user wants, and even the tiniest of bit can be used for your next product category. So do not waste it and be sustainable. I guess that's it. If you have any questions, I would love to answer.
Okay, Aditi. Thank you so much, Aditi. My God, the next time I'm going to meet you, I'm going to hug you super tight, because this presentation was amazing. And you have covered each and every minute detail of your journey, and you have shared it with our students, and it was just beautiful. Okay, matlab there are no words only. We were just glued to the screen. I have my other colleagues also sitting here. We were just glued to the screen. Beautiful presentation. Very nice, Aditi. Very
Thank you so much.
happy. And thank you so much. Nanda, प्लीज से समथिंग. बोल काहीतरी नंदा. इवन इफ यू स्पीक इन मराठी, आम्हाला सगळ्यांना मराठी कळतं, तर तू मराठीत बोललीस तरीही चालणार आहे.
Mamma will also show you the products which
Yes.
are already there in the salon for the clients, so she can show that. I can't see
Yes.
the screen right now. I'm sharing it.
You can,
So
if
Mamma,
you are done with the presentation, Aditi, then you can stop sharing.
I'll stop sharing.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
okay.
Yes. Yes, Nanda, go on. मराठी, हिंदी काही यूज केला तरी चालणार आहे, आम्हाला सगळ्यांना कळतं.
तिने तिच्या वेळी मला म्हणजे माझा बिझनेस कसा मी ग्रो करू शकते आताच्या याच्यामध्ये, त्याच्यासाठी खूपच हेल्प केली तिने. आणि मम्मा असं नाही, आपण असं करूया. तसं प्रत्येक छोट्या छोट्या गोष्टीसाठी तिने मला कोऑपरेट केलं. आणि लॉकडाऊन मध्ये जरी आम्ही बाहेर जाऊन हे प्रोडक्ट सेल नाही केले तरी माझ्या पार्लरचा काउंटर होताच. तर तिथे आम्ही काउंटर रेडी केला आणि येणारे क्लायंटच आमचे कस्टमर बनत गेले. आणि त्यामुळे बिझनेस स्ट्रॉंग भेटला आम्हाला. म्हणजे बाहेर जाऊन पेक्षा मला येणारी क्लायंटचं फुटबॉलच माझा क्लायंट बनत गेले. आणि आपले रिलेशन 17 वर्षाचे आपल्या क्लायंटचे आहेत. आणि सगळ्यात मस्त मला व्हॉट्सअप स्टेटसने हेल्प केली. अदितीचा इन्स्टा आणखी सोशल मीडिया डिफरंट, पण माझं व्हॉट्सअप स्टेटसवरच 3000 क्लायंट आहेत. तर त्यात मी रोज ठेवायची. आणखीन 1-2 तरी मला ऑर्डर यायच्या. मग 1-2 जरी मला रोज ऑर्डर आल्या तरी आम्ही खुश. म्हणजे रोज काही ना काहीतरी आम्हाला काम करण्यासाठी ऑर्डर ही अवेलेबल असायची. आणि सगळ्यात बेस्ट म्हणजे अदिती माझी मॉडेल बनली, फोटोग्राफर बनली आणि फुल माझा बेस तिने स्ट्रॉंग करून दिला.
डॉटर्स आर स्पेशल है कि नहीं? ऑल विल अग्री. डॉटर्स आर अपने में वो स्पेशलिटी, अपन स्पेशली रहते हैं बाबा, है कि नहीं? सारी ऑल आर डॉटर्स, सो ऑल विल अग्री टू दिस. येस.
संडेला आली तरी जे प्रोडक्ट मी बनवेन त्याचे सगळं शूट करेल, पेजवर सगळं अपडेट करेल आणि मगच ती जाणार. जरी 15 दिवसातून आली तरी हे सगळे तिला अपडेट्स पाहिजे. आणि रोज हे आज तू घाल, हात हे कर, आज ते कर, म्हणजे सगळं मला ती अशी पुश करत असते. आज तू कलाचं काय घातलं का नाही, म्हणजे ती मोटिवेट करत असते. आणि लिटरली पार्लर आमचं म्हणजे ब्युटी इंडस्ट्री म्हणजे टोटल 4 मंथ्स आम्ही बंदच पार्लर आमचं. काय करणार? मग माझा डिप्रेसिव्ह फेस बघून ती बोलली, मम्मा तू काहीतरी कर पण तू बिझी राहा. मग हे यातून ती मला कायम सपोर्ट करत गेली आणि तिच्यामुळे मी हे ब्रँड अगदी इथपर्यंत आज आणलंय.
Excellent. Aditi, if I may ask, I think you are also studying right now. You're pursuing your graduation degree, and so are our students. I think you are equivalent to their age, probably their age, or maybe even our MSc students may be elder to you, if I'm not wrong. But you are a great inspiration that, you know, for all of us, that you are helping your mother. You know, you helped her during her period when she was not able to do anything. Generally mothers help daughters, but this is a lovely example where a daughter has supported the mother. So very, very nice, Aditi. We are very proud of you. Very, very good.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Nanda, we want to see the products. आम्हाला products दाखव ना. खूप असा मस्त डिस्प्ले केलाय तू, आम्हाला दिसतंय. Yes. हा बोलत. नंदा थोडा जोरात बोला आता, कारण थोडा आवाज कमी येतोय.
आवाज येतोय का? आतमध्ये थोडी नेट
हा आता येतो. हो 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 हो.
मला कसं क्लायंट डिमांड नुसार मी प्रोडक्ट्स बनवत गेले. जसं संक्रांतीचा हळदी कुंकू त्यावेळी सगळ्या बायकांना हळदी कुंकूसाठी वाण देण्यासाठी गोष्टी हव्या होत्या, तर मी ह्या छोट्या छोट्या पोटल्या बनवल्या. आणि आमचं सगळ्यात बेस्ट सेलिंग आयटम म्हणजे आपलं तोरण आहे खणाचं. खणाचं तोरण, खणाच्या बॅग्स आहेत पॅचवर्क वाल्या.
वाव.
आणि या पाउचेस बनवले.
हा, हे तुझं पार्लर आहे का नंदा?
पार्लर आहे.
हा, आणि पार्लर मध्येच तू एक असा कॉर्नर, यू हॅव मेड अ कॉर्नर, गर्ल्स, शी हॅज मेड अ कॉर्नर इन हर पार्लर ओनली where all her products are displayed. So she is saying that whenever parlor people come, there is a direct access to them. So this is their marketing strategy. This is how they publicize their products. And she mentioned about WhatsApp status. She has about 3,000 clients on WhatsApp, and every day she used to get 2 clients through WhatsApp status. Okay, so this is something where the power of social media comes into picture. Okay. Yeah, very nice, very beautiful toran, very nice. तू ऐकू. हा हा हा.
रनिंग आयटम ही क्लायंट आली की कधीतरी सणावाराचं लावता येईल म्हणते आणि जाता जाता घेऊन जाते. म्हणजे इतकी फॅन आहे तोरणाची.
वाव, सो नाईस. मस्त.
छोटे छोटे दिया बेस आहेत. याच्यावर आपण वगैरे देवाचे ठेवू शकतो, किंवा तू रांगोळी फुलाचं डेकोरेशन शकतेस. असं मल्टीपर्पज यूज आहे याचा. बॅग म्हणजे जसे क्लायंटचे डिमांड्स येतील तसं आम्ही डिझाईन करत गेलो आणि बनवत गेलो. अशा प्रकारे आमच्याकडे व्हरायटी तशा बॅगच्या बनत गेल्या आणि आता एक एक आयटम्स आमचे वाढतच चाललेत. म्हणजे आम्ही ग्रो करतोय बस.
व्हेरी गुड. काल आय हॅड वोन युअर ड्रेस ओनली टू टेल माय स्टाफ कलिग्स अँड स्टुडंट्स की बाबा हे बघा हे आम्ही लॉकडाऊन मध्ये केलंय. पुढ्या ना आवडलं. यू कॅन आस्क दिस टीचर्स अँड स्टुडंट्स. आय हॅड वोन इट यस्टरडे. किती लोकांना आवडलं. मतलब व्हेरी नाईस. एव्हरीबडी अप्रिशिएटेड इट अ लॉट. कारण दाखवायचं होतं मला अँड एव्हरीबडी एन्जॉयड इट. मस्त छान होतं. व्हेरी नाईस. आय एम सो हॅपी नंदा. मला खूप एवढं मस्त वाटतंय की यू हॅव कम हिअर. Let me, that diवशी me and Nanda, let me tell you, me and Nanda met for some event. We met and I told her you are coming on so and so date, and she quickly agreed. I spoke to Aditi. Aditi said yes आम्ही येणार. And I'm so glad that you have shared your journey with all of us. Thank you so much. Over to teachers and students for any questions. You can unmute yourself and ask them questions or put it in the chat box. Please ask questions, girls. Teachers, do you want to ask any questions? No questions? Your presentation only was so good, Aditi, that yeah, we are awestruck. So awesome. Yes, girls, come on. Some of them, tomorrow, Udyana, we have a market. As Pratima ma'am mentioned, we have a market, we have a display. And this talk, I think, is at the right moment. You have given them so many tips for tomorrow's marketing strategies and, today's social media marketing they can do. So I think they are all motivated now that they want to actually implement it. I will share a couple of pictures of their work with y'all after the 2-day market. Let us see how much they have used your techniques in their presentations. Yes, anybody, teacher, Dr. Goyal, you want to ask anything? Vishakha ma'am, Ritu ma'am, Brinda ma'am, Sangamitra ma'am, Neha ma'am, Anjali ma'am.
I can only think of words of appreciation because I'm totally a big fan of what you are doing, both of you, and it is really commendable. Matlab, along with the beauty parlor, your salon, aap itna sara acha kaam kar rahe hain, and I am so amazed that Aditi is supporting you so beautifully along with her own.
Leaving who? Okay, 1 second. I think we lost Ritu ma'am in between. Parat Aditi काही problem झाला?
Oh, even I was not in the meeting.
काय झालं
I
मध्ये?
think somebody is playing mischief. Somebody is actually removing people.
Okay.
So,
Okay. You all continue. Yes.
yes. So absolutely brilliant. Really enjoyed every minute of the presentation.
Thank you,
Thank
Dr.
you
Ritu.
so much, ma'am.
Yes, Vishakha ma'am, you want to say something?
Yes, I'd just like to appreciate beautiful, amazing pieces. Aditi and Nanda, you have been with this journey that you have shared. You have motivated and encouraged our young students. Just one small comment that you could tell or advice that you can give us. Every business has some times where it has gone as a downfall because of certain challenges. Especially during the COVID times, you may have faced some challenges. So, what kept you going further?
One thing which kept us going was the client's appreciation and the client's demand, which was continuously coming up of any product, of any customized product. If there was no festival in the time being, there was customization products coming in our way. So there was orders coming in our way, and that was what was keeping us going. And our main man, the master, the cutting master and the head tailor, who was with us with every step. Matlab, if you are giving him also home decor stuff to stitch, he wasn't being hesitant about it कि हमें सिर्फ कपड़ा ही दो, हमें सिर्फ कपड़े ही बनाना है, हमें ये तोरण नहीं बनाना है, ये छोटे छोटे काम मैं नहीं करूंगा, ऐसा कुछ ऐसा he didn't complain about anything. He was like, हाँ मैडम मुझे सब कुछ दो. So his enthusiasm of making our products was also keeping us going, that we are helping him and his family also to stay and whatever for his daily life.
Yes, so
So
your
that's what.
persistence and patience, we
Yes.
must really applaud that you'll have reached such. And God bless you, and may you have wonderful years in the future too. Thank you so
Thank you.
much for joining.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Dr. Vishaka, for your question. Okay, Dr. Mrs. Vrinda has a question, Aditi. She wants to ask that how do you do the sourcing of your fabrics or whatever, and your resources, basically your materials, your trims, whatever you are doing it for your product development. Sourcing, how do you do, and costing, how do you do? If you can just share a couple of tips with all of us.
Okay, so sourcing depends according to the fabric to fabric. So Khan was the first fabric we had introduced. So Khan was originated from Karnataka, Dharwad area. So we make sure wherever the dominating area, matlab, wherever the fabric is originated from, we take from their manufacturer itself and not from Mumbai. So that it's lesser also, and we get it in bulk and we profit the manufacturer there itself. And it's according to the fabrics. Like if we want chicken curry, we'll order it from a manufacturer from Lucknow itself, because that's where it is originated from. Ajrak, kalamkari, etc. It's according to the demand, and that's how we do. And costing is done according to the design, the tailoring time taken, and the resource, the material cost, basically. The material cost, the design cost, and the tailoring cost.
Okay, and thoda profit.
Yeah. Both, thoda.
Yes, because our students also, they learn how to do product development and always get stuck in costing. Okay, they do not understand kaise profit margin add kare, kya kare, kaise costing kare. So you have given a very nice tip. Yes, thank you so
Because we need to make sure what the competitors' pricing is also. We cannot keep a high price and
Right.
expect them to buy the product in the initial stage. So bilkul nahi, because you're growing. So you need to live in losses first, and then to create a brand, then you'll create a brand, then they will stick to your product, then they'll stick to your brand, then they will give anything, whatever pricing you do, because the trust is built.
Correct.
So
Nanda also was saying something. काय म्हणत होती तू?
मग तिला बाजूला ठेवूनच आपल्याला बिझनेस सुरुवात करावी लागते.
हो, थोडा लॉस करूनच सुरुवात करायला लागते. करेक्ट. Okay, there is another question in the chat box. MSc2 is somebody from MSc2. How do you जसे जे creativity असते ना, your creativity. So how do you put your design cost? So your labor, no, it's your creativity. And how do you add those costs? How do you decide on those aspects?
it's how much. Okay, so there are clients who give us 1 meter kapda, and इसमें से ही हमें सब कुछ बनाना है. So there we need to brainstorm a lot. So that products are costed high. And the ones where we have material and we don't have to compromise on it, and our design is basic, it's decided, we do not, we like there's average costing for those items. And where you have to actually brainstorm on pattern making, etc., there your design cost will be high.
Okay. Similarly, there is one more question. How do you come up with innovative ideas? Design thinking process is very, very, I would say, very difficult.
It's very difficult, and it's not only in fashion, but me, I'm studying product design. So my design process and thinking, it starts from the empathize phase. So what your user wants. So your user needs, that's the first thing. You research about your user a lot, and because you cannot experiment in the initial stage. If you experiment and introduce products which the user is not going to wear at all and which is not going to generate you profits at the end, then there's no point of making it. If you're a luxury brand, that's different. You have a high investment, but we didn't have a high investment right now. We had limited resources, everything limited. So our target market was also all the local people, all the middle class people and higher middle class people, whatever, who are ready to invest in these items, like these traditional items, home decor items, but at the same time, who wouldn't spend a lot on it. So that's how the ideas come in.
There is a supporting question. You are actually trying to cover that. How did you start with, what was the seed amount you started off with?
Okay.
And how did you start it? What was your first move? First motive,
So
sorry. First motive.
first
Yeah.
motive. We started off by just making and customized blouses, like every lady tailor, like every tailor insan, tailor uncle does. We started with that itself. So we were just that before our brand development, because वो initial stages पे था, वो नहीं grow हुआ था अभी तक, and we weren't sure what we want from this brand. But we just wanted to do it. That motivation was there. We wanted to build a brand, and it's a clothing brand that was there in our head. So we started with customizing blouses, and after that वो ideas जब आने लगे, they started liking it. So mouth publicity होने लगा उससे. So then they started giving us kurtis, anarkalis, etc. उससे we widened our products also. And that's how we were like, we can introduce our own capsule collection because we have a knowledge of prints and fabrics, and these are the prints which and any corporate lady or corporate men will wear in their daily life. So this print will sell. So we decided prints. So deciding prints and fabrics was the challenging part in the entire growing phase.
Okay, and the seed amount, how did it, like how much approximately you had, or you had nothing and you started off?
Okay, so the advantage we had was my dad's garment manufacturing factory. My dad is he's an owner of a factory, a manufacturing unit. So he has tailoring units on his own. He has karigars. So one day, one karigar did not know how to make collar. So shirt ka collar, he did not know how to make it. So my dad asked, why are you not able to make it? So he was like, मैं लड़कियों का बनाता हूँ, मैं ladies में specialize करता हूँ. So that's when one day he came up to my mama and he was like, do you want to try it out? Do you want to give him your blouses, give him your material and make something and just experiment ke liye, just give him your blouse, and she gave it, and surprisingly it turned out really nicely. And that Samuel Master itself, he's there all throughout the months and he's helping us. That's how it started. So we actually didn't need to invest a lot because of my dad's well-established factory itself. The only investment was there was the fabrics which we had to get in, and the capsule collection ka fabrics which we had to stack already because we couldn't compromise on that.
Oh, okay. Then there is one more question. Today, sustainability is the buzzword. In what ways do you try and make your products sustainable and eco-friendly? Any particular steps you take?
Okay, yeah. So now that I explained you about the entire factory my dad owns, so the shirts ka chindis which are left from my dad's leftover pieces, we use them as astars for our products, for linings, astars. So that is the part which is not seen here. So the under ka lining, etc., is used by the shirts fabric, the shirts chindis. That's how we try to be sustainable. And all the other waste material, the khurn waste materials, etc., we try to make other products out of it. When we see a khurn chindi left over, we think about what can we do with it. We do not let it waste because we know what that chota piece also can do. So that's the entire ideation process goes in. That's how the design process is generated, and that's how innovative ideas also come in because the jugaad thinking has to happen. So that's how innovative we get.
Yes. Very nice. Very well explained, Aditi. Thank you so much. Any other question? Any other comment from anyone? or else we can move to the vote of thanks. Okay, I guess we are all very happy. Aditi and Nanda, thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
very much. So now I would like to invite Dr. Anjali Srivastava, who is the president of sorry, I'm so sorry. Dr. Ritu Madan, the startup activity coordinator. Ritu ma'am, she will propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you so much, Miss Vibhuti. Before we move ahead to the vote of thanks, before anything else, I would like to thank Miss Vibhuti for getting Miss Nanda and Miss Aditi here for all of us, because this was really fun. It was interactive. The products were superb, and it was very, very inspiring for all of us, I think, not just the students, but also the staff. We all enjoyed the session thoroughly. So thank you so much, Miss Vibhuti. Now let us go ahead with the formal vote of thanks. So to begin with, I would first like to thank you, Nanda, Magdam Madam, and Aditi for accepting the invitation and being here with us today. And I must tell you, Aditi, the presentation was really, really impressive. The presentation that you have created for us was like a step-by-step guide. कि ये करो, फिर ये करो, फिर ये करो, and how to go about the entire ideation process also. At times, students को idea नहीं आता है, इसलिए भी वो अटक जाते हैं, या तो कोई उनको बता नहीं पाता है कि इसके बाद क्या करना चाहिए है. So you have really explained it very well, and I'm sure that सभी बच्चे बहुत ज्यादा इम्प्रेस हुए हैं, एंड वो लोग बहुत मोटिवेटेड होंगे, एंड आई एम श्योर दे विल डेफिनेटली try to get started as soon as they are done with their course. And also, I believe some of them are also still taking orders while they are learning, but I think this is going to motivate them further on how to grow their business, their venture to a bigger scale. So thank you so much, Nanda and Aditi. I really appreciate all the work that you all have been doing. Really very creative and inspiring. Moving ahead, I would like to thank the management and our in-charge principal, Dr. Anuradha Bakshi, for always being with us and supporting us in the organization of all the programs. I would like to thank our head of the department and IQAC coordinator, Dr. Pratima Goyal. She is always there with us to support us, to motivate us, to ensure that we are doing nothing but the best. And therefore, we are also enjoying every step of these sessions. Many thanks to Dr. Anjali Srivastava, President IIC Institutions Innovation Council, for just reminding us every now and then, "Arey, ye activity karni hai, arey, ye activity karni hai," and then we are at it, all of us. Many thanks to Miss Vrinda Udyavar, as well as Miss Vibhuti Khedekar, for being such wonderful partners in the IIC team. Many thanks to the staff as well as the students who have been attending the session. I know it's been a long day for you all, but even then, with the kind of questions that have come up, I'm sure you all have all been really, really glued onto your screens all throughout the session. So thank you very much, all of you. Just a note for all the students, the link for the Google form, the feedback form, has been shared in the chat box. Please do fill the feedback form to get your certificates. Thank you so much, everyone.
The feedback form link is active only till 6 p.m. Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Ritu, for this wonderful vote of thanks. And thank you so much, all the participants. Thank you, Aditi and Nanda. And I'm going to call you after this program. So thank you so much. Thank you. I hope you all enjoyed. Nanda, Majja Alina. Yes. Okay. We can now end. You all can leave the meeting, and then I'll stop the recording. Thank you.